Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on Nectar of Devotion. So today we're going to discuss on, we're going to continue our discussion. Wait. Okay. On this Existential, Ecstatic Love, chapter 28. 28. Okay. Oh, so we are at the last part. Okay. So I'm so honored to be with all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is 19th November 2025. Okay. So before we start, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manopistam Stapidamena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padai Krishna Prishtai Bhutali Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasacharistarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtai Bhutali Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Tinamini Shri Varshapanaye Devi Daitai Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vignana Daine Prabhave Nama Madhuryo Jvala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarini Rupanuga Virudha Pasidanta Dvanta Harini Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtai Vipralambra Sambodhe Padam Pujaite Nama Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupai Rupanuga Vraite Gauravir Bhava Bhumi Stumni Desa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhama Shri Jagannathayate Namaha Panchakalpatarubhischa Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Garatasi Nama Pancha Tattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kantarada Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani Sri Vrishabhanusteri Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Om Vishnu Padai Krishna Prishtai Bhutali Srimati Jayapataka Swami Tinamini Namacharya Padai Ritai Kripa Pradaini Gaura Kata Damadaya Nagragrama Tarini Hare Krishna. Okay, so today is a very exciting day. I'm so excited to be here with all of you to continue our wonderful discussion on this thing, right? Existential. Okay, let's start our session today. So anyway, before that, have you tried the chanting method that we discussed yesterday? Anyone?
Yes, Prabhu. Within my heart, it's really wonderful.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Okay, what is the difference, Mataji? என்ன மாற்றமா இருக்கு?
என்ன மாற்றம்னாக்கா சாதாரண சும்மா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா ஜபம் பண்ண மாதிரி இருக்கு. நீங்க சொல்றவே பட்டாக்க அப்படியே எக்ஸ்டசிக்கா போகுது.
That means you are paying attention to the chanting, yes?
Yes.
Because I'm not used for pronunciation, correct or not, like that. Okay, nice. How about anybody else? Gandhi Mataji, did you try?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. It is actually a very drastic difference now that we have gone through all his, his bodily features and all that. It's really very, you tend to concentrate more on his features. Before this, previously, you just chant because you want to do the rounds and attentively to the pronunciation and all that. But now added with all looking at his features and and meditating on all that, it's, yeah, as you said, it's something very different.
How about the pronunciation?
Pronunciation, yes, I try very hard to follow what your advice or your way of say. Yeah. Before this, yes, we said Krishna, Krishna. Now, as you have already mentioned that is the how you pronounce it with all the dots and the sun. So now it's very it has taken me very far ahead of when I started. Yes, definitely.
Yes. So because that's the thing, because Hare Ik Krishna. Ik Krishna. So when you combine the Krishna. So it's nice. All right. I'm so excited to hear this. Nice. Very nice. How about you, Saki Mataji? Saki Champakalata? Have you tried?
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு. ஆமா பிரபு, நான் ட்ரை பண்ணேன், நேத்தே ட்ரை பண்ணேன். முடிஞ்சிட்டு பிற்பாடு நான் ட்ரை பண்ணேன் பிரபு. நான் என்ன எப்படின்னா, நான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணேன் அந்த சிலிபஸ் கரெக்டாக சொல்கிறேன், நான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணேன் பிரபு. ஸோ ஐ ரியலி ஃபீல் ரொம்ப என்ன சொல்கிறோன்னா, ரொம்ப ஃபோக்கஸ்டாக என்னோட சாண்டிங் வந்து ஃபோக்கஸ்டாக கான்சென்ட்ரேட்டடாக இருந்துச்சு பிரபு. தேங்க்ஸ்.
ஸோ ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஃபீலிங் மாற்றம்? எனி ஃபீலிங்?
இப்போதானே பிரபு ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கேன்.
இல்ல, ஆரம்பத்திலேயே நீங்க செய்யும் போதே உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஃபீலிங் வரணுமே.
எனக்கு என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுச்சுன்னா, நான் ரொம்ப ஃபோக்கஸ்டா இருக்கேன் என்னோட சாண்டிங்லன்னு எனக்கு அது ஃபீல் பண்ணுச்சு ப்ரோ.
ஏன்னா after you chant, you don't have anything else to think. Like last time, we just chant Hare Krishna, drop, we go and do something else. Yes or not?
Yes.
அப்ப okay, சமைக்கணுமே Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay, முடிஞ்சா டக்குனு போட்டு as though like nothing happened. அதை போட்டுட்டு அப்படியே டக்குனு you can just migrate to next duty. ஆமா இல்லையா?
Yes.
ஆனா இப்படி செஞ்சீங்கன்னா அந்த மாலைய ஐ மீன் முடிச்சோன கூட after you complete, you still அந்த அந்த மெடிடேஷன் இன்னும் ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும்.
ஆமா பிரபு.
நாக்கு வந்து தட்டிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும்.
என்னோட ரவுண்ட்ஸ் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, ஆனா இல்லாம முடிஞ்சிருச்சே அந்த ஒரு ஃபீல் இருந்துச்சு. முடிஞ்சிருச்சேன்னு ஒரு ஃபீல் இருந்துச்சு.
அப்பனா நீங்க கூட போண்டிதான்.
எஸ் பிரபு.
Maybe 24, 32, 64, 100.
Yes,
150. Yeah. Who knows?
அந்த மெத்தட் சொல்லி கொடுத்ததுக்கு thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I also learn from someone because I always அதான் இப்போ வந்து see like the way we are studying, pay attention to small dots. Alright, sometimes they say pay attention to the fine line. தெரியுமா அந்த கீழ வந்து terms and condition. Pay attention to the fine line. So what I did, I always like to pay attention. Then I was just thinking in Tamil writing, Hare, if I say like why there's a start with ik, then rush.
சொல்றதுக்காக
என்ன
அந்த வேர்ட் அந்த இக்கெல்லாம் இருந்துச்சுனாக்க அந்த வேர்ட் வந்து அழுத்தமா முன்னுக்கு சொல்லணும்.
ரைட். அப்ப எதுக்கு அந்த இக்குன்னு அந்த வார்த்தை இருக்கு? அந்த இக்குக்கு என்ன அர்த்தம்? அப்புறம் ராமா ஏன் முன்னுக்கு ஈ வருது? ஈ போட்டு ராமா, ராமன் போலாம், ஏன் ஈ ராமா? ஏன் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு? அப்ப இதுல ஏதாச்சும் விஷயம் இருக்கணுமா? அப்ப அந்த மெடிடேஷன் of course by the grace of Guru and Krishna ஏதோ I stumble upon, but I can't recall நான் எங்க அதை பார்த்தேன், எங்க எப்படி இந்த ஐடியா வந்துச்சுன்னு I just can't recall. ஆனா அதுக்கப்புறம் yes Mataji.
Prabhu, I have got brother staying with me. He wants to ask a question from you, Prabhu. From you. I have got brother staying with me, Prabhu. In the center. He wants to ask a question from you.
Okay. Sure.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Who's on the line?
I'm Vignaraj, Prabhu. Vignaraj.
Vignaraj. Okay, nice.
Nice to meet you, Prabhu.
Nice to meet you too.
The question is, in the Goloka chart, some Goloka chart is after Brahma Jyoti, there is Kailasa. In some Goloka chart, before Brahma Jyoti, there is Sambhu they written. So, which is the correct one, Prabhu?
After the material universe, before Viraja river,
okay,
there's a place where Kailash is there. Kailash got divided in two parts.
Okay.
One is darker Kailash, another one is lighter Kailash. It's a border.
What is darker Kailash and lighter Kailash, Prabhu?
The darker Kailash, Kala Bhairavar staying there.
Oh, okay.
Up the cleaner, I mean the brighter Kailash, Sadasiva.
Okay. So
Sadasiva is the original Siva.
So he's after Brahma Jyoti or before Brahma Jyoti?
All these before. As you enter into spiritual sky.
Oh.
Brahma Jyoti is actually Krishna's aura. The whole universe, even this material world also is in Brahma Jyoti.
Okay. So
Even
so
in this
after so
dark
the
spot,
yes, Prabhu.
even in this dark spot, now we are living
Okay.
in this material world. All right. Say like for instance, Krishna, say like for instance, the sun is rising, the sun
Yes.
illuminate everything, including prison.
Yes.
The sun illuminating, that means there's a palace also get illuminated, even the prison also get illuminated.
Yes, Prabhu.
So the whole creation is in within that Brahma Jyoti because it's Krishna's aura. So once you come out from this material place,
Okay.
material universe, then you come to Kailash, then
Okay.
you take the bath in Viraja river. It's actually the border. The river is the border.
Okay. So
Once you take, after
yes.
you take bath in Viraja river, you give up your gross body, you accept your spiritual body,
Okay.
then you go to whichever place that you desire, Vaikunta, Ayodhya, or Goloka.
Oh, okay, bro. Because there's some confusion because I see two diagrams. One diagram was that after Kailasha, after Brahmadeva there is Kailasha. Then before Brahmadeva there was Sambhu narrated. So I just got confused a bit there.
That's why I doubt. I'm not sure because I'm very sure about, because I've been doing a lot of studies and research on that, because Kailasha is the border.
Okay.
That's why below Kailasha is called what Dham? Do you remember? Do you know?
I don't remember, bro.
Mahesh Dham.
Yeah, Mahesh Dham, yes, yes.
Mahesh Dham is below. That means Mahesh Dham means the entire material creation. And above that is Viraja, where there's a place where that what they call, who stays there? Karna Dakshai Vishnu is there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
Karna Dakshai Vishnu is there. So Karna Dakshai Vishnu impregnates, all right, Maya Devi, and through Shiva. There's another story about it. Yeah. So it cannot be after this Kailash is Brahma Jyoti. I mean Brahma Jyoti, then Kailash. No, not that way. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Okay,
Prabhu.
welcome.
Nice to
Please
meet
join
you,
our
Prabhu.
class every day, Prabhu.
I did join, bro. I got class every day.
Oh, you also got class. All right. Okay, then you can watch the recording.
Yeah.
A
Thank
lot
you,
of
Prabhu.
things we are discussing. Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All right. So where were we just now?
Chanting பத்தி பேசணும் பிரபு அந்த syllables.
Okay. And the syllables பத்தி என்ன சொல்லிருந்தோம்?
Dot இருந்தா இக் இருந்தா ஈ இருந்தா இராமா அதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா.
Okay. So we were wondering why there's a ik, why there's all these kind of things are there. But later, then after that, I start to realize, okay, for instance, Narasimha. Okay, Narasimha. How you pronounce Narasimha? Of course, you pronounce Narasimha, right? Yes or not?
Yes,
So
yes,
the actual pronunciation of Narasimha is N.R.Singha. N.R.Simha. That's the real pronunciation. When you see the Sri Vaishnava, when they don't pronounce Narasimha, like what we are pronouncing. They say Nirushimha. N. So the first N, roll your tongue, put it there. N. So N, Ru. So Nirshiman. So they don't use the word na. Nan varadu. Nirshiman. Namaste Nirshimaya Nir. Nirshiman. Okay, you can hear that the way that the pronunciation by these Sri Vaishnavas. So they have the proper pronunciation actually. All right. So how they pronounce Nirushiman. Appa eppadina Nirushiman. Nirushiman. So like that. So of course there's a pronunciation. So adunala da the pronunciation is very, very important. Because when the ecstatic feeling, when they were writing, when all the diatrics, so that you can say the word properly. Appa Hare Ik. So Hare Appa Hare Krishna. அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றதோட we can combine Harik Rishna. Harik Rishna. Harik Rishna. When you pronounce Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. K. So you don't say ki. K. K. So press your tongue, Krishna, Krishna. And you know what? After you finish your chanting, you'll keep on pressing your tongue. So apna enna artham? You go on remembering Krishna even after your japa. Okay. And Rama, of course, Rama is a can be a challenge. You know why? Hare Irama, Hare Irama. So Hare Rama, done. But and then Rama, and the other challenge, because we must ensure that we are pronouncing it properly. So Hare Rama. So Irama. So when you do it fast, Rama. So that means when you pronounce, you don't straight away start with the word Ra. So you start with E, but the word E is swollen, swallowed. Mulingi solno. It doesn't, the sound doesn't come out. So E. When you say Ra, see, you look at my lips, Hare Rama. Rama. Okay? But when you say Irama, so E. So you start with Rama. 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 So why very Ra, E, Rama. So Rama. Rama. Hare. All right. Sometimes even you can record yourself and see whether you're chanting it properly. Because you know what? Proper chanting will take you back home, back to Godhead. Proper chanting can give you ecstatic love, prema. But the problem is, how about like some people, right? Like for instance, like last time I had one Mataji, Chinese Mataji, Chan Sailing. She cannot pronounce the word R. How she chant? Ale Krishna, Krishna, ale Lama, Lama, ale. But then what happened? I said, it's okay. Your intention, Krishna understands. But miracle, that eventually she could pronounce the word R. So how the thing happened? All the while, she's not a young lady. She's a quite middle age. Lifetime couldn't pronounce R, but now suddenly she could pronounce R. The intelligence come from inside. Krishna gives the intelligence. And similarly, those people who are not like the day, I think someone asked about Krishna, like the Bengalis will say, Hare Krishna. Doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter how they chant and everything, but we must ensure. Now we get the opportunity to understand something which is extra information. Why not practice it? Another thing that you should not pronounce, Ramo. Hare Ramo, Ramo, Hare. And sometimes even they pronounce Hore. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hore. Hore Ramo, Ramo, Hore. All right? But we can say that's a Bengali pronunciation because Bengali cannot pronounce A. Bengali cannot pronounce Y. That's why they call Jamuna. When the word is Yamuna, they call Jamuna. Because there's no Y. All right? So, so what happened? At one moment, when these devotees went to Bengal and everything, when they came back, when they sing, Prabhupada stopped them. Stopped him. What is Ramo? He said, what is Ramo? Oh, no, Rama. They say, okay, Prabhupada. All right. But Bengalis, their natural pronunciation. Ramo. Hore. No, not Hore. Hare. So there's another thing we should be careful. We do not imitate anyone. Okay, we don't imitate. And another thing, another Prabhupada says Rama. Always they say Ram. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. No, Rama. All right. Though you must put it because it's a 16 words mantra, 32 syllable. What does that mean? Each word Hare you break into Krishna, break into 2. That means you got 32. So what happened if you swallow the A? How many A's are you swallowing? Okay, Rama, Hare. Okay, Hare Rama, Rama. You are swallowing 4. So end up what you're doing? You're only chanting 28 syllables. That means you don't get the full benefit. All right. So when you hear people chanting, it's okay. But you got this information. So you just do it in this way. So when you see, hey, Prabhupada also don't chant Rama. If you hear very carefully, because the A behind, it is something that you do not need to Say it out. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. 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 Hare Hare. So that means you're blowing the air out. You're not all right? Because North Indians, sometimes they do that. They don't even pronounce Krishna. They call Kishan. All right? Like my name, my Karmi name is Punidan. But they're North Indian called Punit. You know? Like the initiated Padita Tarna. But they call Padita Taran. They don't like to pronounce Jagannath. Supposed to be Jagannatha. So Jagannath. So they like to swallow the A behind. All right, I don't know why. Maybe their pronunciation. But we don't do that. So we just say, okay, like for instance, Vaishnava Kripa. So how they call Vaishnav Kripa. So Vaishnav. So like that. So we don't that. So we say the word, but we say it very soft. We don't say Rama. It's also wrong. Rama. Because the A, and there's a dash in front. So Rama. Rama. Hare Hare. So the word E, you pull the raga. So don't even pronounce shortly. Hare. Hare. Hare Krishna. No. Hare. So see, there's everything got a meaning. If you pull the raga, you will get the flow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So what happened? Cannot. Hare Krishna. When you just put Hare Krishna, the word Krishna will come out. The word Krishna will never come out. So Hare Rama. So when you put a Hare Rama, then you get the word Irama. So Hare Rama. So that's why you must very, very attentive when you chant. Don't rush. Don't sweep the floor. Don't cook. Don't watch TV. Don't watch anything. Pay attention to your pronunciation. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that's when you get the flow. Okay? So happy. Anyone else? Just one last person want to say something? Sadguna Mataji, have you tried? Okay, I think she's not around. How about others? Saras Mataji, Nanda Mataji? Anyone else? Vaishnava Prabhu? Any sharing about chanting yesterday? Am I audible?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I think they are listening from far. Okay. Anyway, so without delay, we start our session today. So today we're going to continue our discussion on similarly one gopi told another. All right. So now we are talking about the 3 ecstatic symptoms in sadhan in our ecstatic bhakti. All right. What are the 3 things? Can anyone tell me? Come on. What are the 3 symptoms? What are the 3 ecstatic symptoms?
Smoky, blazing, and shining, bro.
Shining,
Sorry. Yeah. Smoky, blazing,
and what?
and blazing, and
That's a good one.
shining, bro.
Shining இருக்கு. Are you sure? எனக்கே கொஞ்சம் confused ஆச்சே. I'm just doubtful.
Ama Prabhu, sometimes shining, sometimes called shining Nirvana Prabhu.
No, what are the 3 symptoms that we are studying here?
Smoky, blazing, and sometimes called shining.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Is it shining?
Prabhu.
All right, let's see. Shining or moist?
In the book is given as shining, Prabhu. Page 229.
229?
Smoky, yeah, 229.
Where, which one?
Devotion page. Book.
Yeah, ice. Body symptoms, stun, significant according to the degree of the stun, vital force, the shedding tears, filtering. Okay, let me see here. Okay, degree of ecstatic love within the body become agitated due to the state of become altered. So the transcendental ecstatic symptom gradually develop. The cause of such development sometimes smoky, sometimes blazing, sometimes shining. Oh, okay. That means I mixed up. All right. Okay. Sorry. So I was wrong. So one is smoky, blazy, and shining. Gandhi Mataji, you became so doubtful suddenly. Eh?
Yeah. When the teacher tells you like that, you start doubting yourself.
No. Then where did we study about moist? Eh?
That is the beginning of the chapter 28, the existential, ecstatic,
Oh.
the symptoms.
Okay.
Moist,
Right.
burnt, and dried up.
Sorry?
Moist, burnt, and dried up.
And dried up. Okay. Moist, burnt, and dried up. Okay. Wow, wonderful, Mataji. Thank you. All right. Moist. Okay. So we have already spoke about smoky. Second is blazing. What is the example of smoky? Can anyone tell me? What is smoky? Vaishnava Prabhu, you want to say something? What is smoky? Gandhi Mataji. Are you reading or what?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, what is
Smoky is the condition of eyes and the throat and the eye tears.
but that means you're reading lah. You don't remember.
Because I haven't wrote down all my notes yet. This one.
Shedding tears. All right. Eyes swollen. Then another one is throat. That means smoky means something that the symptoms that within you, all right, but you're not expressing it out. Okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So when he's crying means, say, what does it mean by crying? When I cry, you see me crying. Shedding tear, shedding words, shedding means what? The tears are coming, but you're just wiping, which is cannot be not so obvious. People may not even people may not even notice. You got it, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that means you're shedding tears slightly, kanir. Then after that, you feel like your throat is choked. Hare Krishna, people may not know. People thought maybe pora ericho, So that's within you. It's called smoky. So what is blazing?
Blazing is when you show it out, like
example?
Dancing in ecstasy.
Celebrating Krishna's pastime in the society of devotees. Like example, like dancing. Okay, very good. Wonderful. All right. So then, okay, now we're going to go to the third one. Similarly. Where's the word similarly? All right. Okay, then, okay, there's another thing is with several ecstatic symptoms are visible. That means when the symptoms are visible, this is called as blazing. Okay, so we can see the visible symptom. All right, maybe you go into ecstasy, you start burst out crying. All right, and when you get that ecstatic feelings, then you just go on dancing like a mad person. Like for instance, Radha Yatra, you just don't care. People like sometimes they say, sometimes they say that. But when you go in front of Radha Yatra, when all the kirtan starts, you go into great ecstasy, you just can't be bothered. Who is looking at you? Who is going to criticize you for being a woman or girl dancing on the road like this? Sometimes when you go to Taipusam, you see all these fellows are dancing. Say crazy fellows are dancing. But there, the same thing happened when in front of Radha Yatra, you cannot control your emotion. You start to dance like a mad person. You don't care what people are looking at you. You don't care what people are criticizing you. You don't care sometimes your relations are there watching. Because when I first remember when I first joined Hare Krishna movement, when I went for Radha Yatra, same thing happened. And end up the Radha Yatra went to my native place, Jalan Bandara. Ayyo, and then I was like quite introvert. But after that, when the kirtan start this thing, and of course, just simply to irritate them also, I done. So sometimes when this thing like happen in ecstatic feeling. That means you can't control your emotion. All right. That is called blazing. All right. So now we're going to go to the next verse now, starting for today. Yatava niruddam pashpamba katam api maya gada giro kriya sadyo gudaha saki vigatito vepatur api giri dronyang vena dvanati nipunair ingita maye tatapyu hang chakre mama manasi raga parijanahi. Similarly, one gopi told another. All right, this is a discussion between gopis. They are saying, my dear friend, when I heard the sound of Krishna's flute, right? When I hear the Krishna's flute, I try to hide myself from reaction from the vibration. When I hear the flute, I'm trying my best to control myself. But still, I could not check the trembling of my body. That means, in other words, hear the flute, she's controlling herself. Okay, relax, relax, relax. But she cannot control the trembling. The body will start trembling, shaking. And therefore, all the friends in the house could detect my attachment to Krishna without any doubt. Right? Just imagine Krishna is there playing the flute and the gopis are sitting inside the house. Okay, and they know that all the gopis usually run after Krishna. But this particular household, they think, oh, okay, my wife is a chaste wife, always stay in the house, she did it. But after he hear the Krishna's flute, she's trying to like, okay, try to, and then okay, easy. But suddenly her body start trembling. You know? Then the whole family know, oh, you're also part of this victim. The black snake have even bitten you. All right. So he said, my friends in the house, they could detect my attachment to Krishna without any doubt. Yes, niyo adala matikita. Right? Ata dipta. Praudam tri chatura. Vyaktim panchava va yugapat gata. Samvaritum akshayaste dipta dire udarta. When the ecstatic symptom cannot be checked, that means what? When the ecstatic, please underline this. When the ecstatic symptom cannot be checked. Are you all following me on this? Hey, what happened? Can I see? I don't see anyone. Oh, okay. Now I see them. Are you all following me? So what it says here, when the ecstatic symptom cannot be checked. Okay. Cannot be checked. All right. At the same time, simultaneously appear. First, the ecstatic symptom cannot be checked, cannot control, but simultaneously it appear in 4 or 5 different categories. All right. It happened in 4 or 5 different categories. Like what? Trembling, throat choked up, eyes tearing, hair standing to the end. Some examples I'm talking. All right. Of course, we discussed this at this thing. So when cannot be checked and simultaneously appear 4 or 5 different kinds of categories. And that stage is called as shining. Please underline that. As I said, after you study this, please make a write-up, a small summary. What did you understand? If you're going to write it down, you will remember this by heart. Okay. So now, first thing is, when the incident happened, when you become in ecstasy, you control within yourself, you're choking, your eyes tearing, until your eyeball become swollen, until you can't see clearly. Right? Sometimes when the moist is there, you can't see clearly because then you need to wipe your eyes in order to see clearly. That is called smoky. Second, when you're not bothered about anything else, you know, when you go into ecstasy, you don't care about your social custom. You don't care about what people are going to look at you. You can be maybe a big time VIP or whatever. But when you listen to Hari Kirtan, you can't control it. Immediately you start to dance like a madman. We call that as blazing. All right. That means first is smoke coming out in yagya. When you put fire, smoke. It's only smoky. Then you put some extra wood or you put some extra ghee, boom, blazing. Right? It blaze. So blaze means when you start to dance in ecstasy. All right. Number 3, it is something you want to control. Okay. So the certain ecstasy symptoms that cannot be checked, cannot be controlled. All right. Cannot be controlled. And when the thing happen, it just don't happen only with one, but it happen in multiple way. 4 or 5 symptoms. All right. And that is called as shining. I hope we all can remember this by heart. Yata. Because in the future, when you start to have these kind of symptoms, you know, where do you stand? Suddenly you feel like choked and cry. Oh, I got a smoky ecstasy. Suddenly you just break away and start dance like a madman. You start, oh, I start to have blazing. Sometimes when you start to control in front of everybody, in front of your family members, whoever it is, suddenly when you start to hear, you start to have ecstasy. That's because you are in shining. Yata, na shaktim upavinnane, chiram adatta, kampa kulo, na gada, niruda vak, prabhur abut, upashlokane, samojani, na vikshani, vigalat ashru, pura puro, madhudvishi, parishpuratya, vasham, murtir, ashin munihi, madhudvishi. The example is cited in the connection when the sage Narada saw Lord Krishna standing before him. Right? So when Krishna suddenly started to stand in front of him, what happened? His body became so stunned that he stopped playing on his veena. He was so stunned, suddenly he became veena. Okay, let me give you another practical example of being stunned. Sometimes, have you came across in one dark night, when you are going, suddenly you encounter some kind of evil things. You didn't see anything pay you didn't see, but some kind of feeling. You go into the level of extreme shock. At that moment, you start to feel your mouth, your body all start not functioning. Or when you go into extreme shock, suddenly you feel your body becomes so stunned, suddenly you cannot even pronounce. You cannot even pronounce the word Hare Krishna. Have you all experienced that before? No one have any ghost encounter in your life? I hope you won't. But what I'm saying is, it looks like everyone might experience that. See, sometimes when you're going on a dark, you know, the place, all right, you might have not seen it, but suddenly you felt like it. You felt something like a goosebump. Suddenly you feel your throat is like this thing. Or sometimes when you're sleeping, you feel like something like pressing you. You want to chant, suddenly your tongue will become numb. Have you experienced that before? Come on. Anyone? Yes, no? No one experienced that?
ஞாபகம் இல்ல பிரபு, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Okay, good. How about others? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu?
It has happened several times in my dream. I want to shout, I want to call somebody, I can't. I'm just keeping quiet. I can't do anything.
Correct.
Then suddenly I get then I know, I was trying to call my brother, but I can't open my mouth. In the dream only, Babu.
Yeah. I experienced that many times, Vaishnava Prabhu. Suddenly, sleeping time, I'll be choked.
Yes.
I was thinking, what is wrong with me? Then I found out it's sleep apnea. So the sleep apnea feels like as though some spirit jumping on your chest. I had a sleep apnea condition before.
Yeah, very, very difficult to tolerate that.
Yeah, I underwent a surgery, sleep apnea surgery, because I know like a motorboat. But of course at night I'll be like stand up. I'll be, suddenly the breathing like choked.
Yeah.
So it is some of the examples. Like what I'm saying is like sometimes we can get choked, and suddenly we want to say something we can't say. This kind of situation. That's the most scary part. That's why you need to take a lifetime practice of chanting Hare Krishna. Because at the final moment of time, that will be an extreme shocking experience. In that extreme shocking experience, the only thing that your knowledge and your calmness, your compose, that means you should know, yes, my time is up. At that moment of time, if you are sober, you could be able to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If not, you'll be panic, you'll be this, you'll be that. So that's why it takes a lifetime practice. Anyway, all of you are definitely going back to Godhead. So definitely Krishna will give you the remembrance. So anyway, so like that. So when Narada saw Krishna standing in front before him, he became so stunned until he stopped playing his veena. Because of his faltering voice, because the voice started faltering, he could not even offer praise to Krishna. Yeah, he couldn't do. And his eyes filled with tears. Thus, Narada's ability to see Krishna was also obstructed. So what are the things we see here? So what is this? Smoky, blazing, or shining? What symptoms Narada felt?
Smoky, Prabhu.
Smoky, yes. So he became so stunned. His voice started to falter. Okay, what are the example? Faltering of the voice. All right, and the eyes filled with tears. So next time when we study that our books, so like for instance, Srimad Bhagavatam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, when we study certain devotees, when they see Krishna, when Dhruva saw Narayana, how he reacted, so we could recall back what ecstatic symptoms he went. So when we start to recall that the devotee's character, hey, when Dhruva saw this thing, he became so stunned, he became so choked, he lost all his memory, and Narayana asked, "What do you want, my boy? I can give you anything." And he says, "No, I don't want anything. Seeing you give me full satisfaction. What else I can ask for? I don't want anything, my Lord." And Narayana says, "Never mind. Okay, you don't want anything, but I know what is the reason you call me. You want the kingdom? I give you a planet. That is called Dhruva planet. In English, we call as pole star. In Shastra, it's also mentioned as what? Can anyone tell me? What is Dhruva planet? Come on.
Prabhu?
What is Dhruva planet? In
Oh,
Dhruva planet,
the lower planetary system.
huh?
The lower planetary system.
No. You know Dhruva Maharaj?
Oh, Dhruva, the pole star, Prabhu.
Pole star, yes. English we call pole star.
Dhruva Maharaj is staying there. Along
Yes.
with Swetadip Krishna.
Svetadvip. That place is called as Svetadvip. That's the answer.
Yeah, sorry, I heard it as Bilba planet, Prabhu.
Oh, Bilva. Okay. And what is Svetadvip, Prabhu?
Shirodek Sai Vishnu saying that it is in material world.
Vaikunda in material world, yes?
Yeah, it is more like the embassy for all the demigods, Prabhu.
Yes. Correct. And from there, all the avatar starts, yes?
Yeah.
All the expansion. Okay, who don't know this? Anyone knows this? Please put a thumbs up. Do you know Dhruva planet is Svetadvip, where Vaikunda, where localized Vaikunda is there? Come on, thumbs up. Nobody? Uh-oh. I'm in
They
trouble.
also say that sailors, the ships use this as a pole star, northern
Yes.
pole.
Northern Pole, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of you are busy, is it? I think you all are engaged in something. Okay, it's okay. All right. So that means now we understand. So when we're going to refer back to our Srimad Bhagavatam, when we go to study Srimad Bhagavatam, we can simply quote, yes, what's smoky? Or is it blazing? Or is it shining? All right. So it's going to be very interesting when we start to understand the symptoms of the devotee. Yatava, Kim, Unmilitayashre, Kushumaja, Rajo Ganjasi Muda, Sa Romanche, Kampe Himam, Anilam, Akroshashi Kutaha, Kim Uru, Stambeva, Vana, Viharanam, Dvekshi Sakite, Nirabada, Rade, Vadati, Madanadim, Swara Bida. So when similar symptoms are manifest in the body of Srimati Radharani, what happened? When Srimati Radharani manifests the body of Srimati Radharani, what happened? Some of our friends criticize her. What they say? Dear friend, you are blaming the aroma of the flower for the tears in your eyes. So what happened? Srimati Radharani is telling, why are you tearing? No, this flower putting, the aroma is making me tears. You are rebuking the air for the standing of the hair. Suddenly when he feels that some cold air, cold wind comes, you feel a goosebump. You feel all the hair standing. So she's telling, no, my hair is standing on my body because there's a chill air, cold air on your body. And you are cursing your walking in the forest for your thighs being stunned. Okay, you're cursing your walking. All right, you walking because now you cannot walk. You say, what is useless thigh, tode? Why suddenly the tode is like stunned? That means cramp. In other words, your thigh became cramp. Tode வந்து cramp ஆச்சு. ஏன் அப்படி நுண்டி நடக்கிற? Oh, tode cramp ஆச்சு. You know, blaming the tode or thighs. But your filtering voice reveals the cause of difference to be different. But your filtering voice, all that ecstatic, okay, why my hair is standing? Because of the cold, chill air coming. Suddenly I feel cold, hair standing. Why your eyes are tearing? Oh, because this garland, I think got some spurs or what they call the things like causing irritation in my eyes. All right, okay, fair enough. Then why you're limping? Why you seems like cannot walk properly? Oh, because my thighs became cramped. You know, my thighs are useless, you know, become my thighs cramp. Okay. But your filtering voice, when you start to answer, your voice are filtering. Koralla tadumatram. So from the tadumatram from your voice, what we can answer? It reveals the cause. Ipadam puridi, yeah, cause. Reveal the cause. Why? Because it is just your attachment for Krishna. Because she keep remembering Krishna, and suddenly she start to show that ecstatic symptoms, even though she's trying to lie to her friends. Atta uddiptaha ekada vyaktim appana panchasa sarva evava arudda paramutkarshang uddipta iti kirtita. Srila Rupa Goswami remarks that when various symptoms, okay, Rupa Goswami remarks, when various symptoms, what is various symptom means? More than one symptom become manifest very prominently. More than one symptom manifest very prominently. Example, all right, the hair standing, voice choking, eyes crying, body start dancing. The same symptom in one shot all happen at the same time, and it's very obvious. So that devotee's condition may be called as brightest. Okay, that condition is called as brightest. Yata adyasvi datyevepata pulakibir nishpandatam angakair datte kakubir akulam vilapti mlayatyanal push mabihi stimyatyam bubir ambaka stabak hitai pitambarut damaram sadyastat virahena muhyati muhur goshtadivashi janaha. So now we have already, until now we discussed about the three sentiments. Number one is smoky. Number two is blazing. Number three is shining. So now we are coming to the next symptom. When various symptoms manifest at the same time, we call as brightest. Velicham. All right. For example, a friend of Krishna addressed him as follow. My dear Pitambara. All right. What is Pitambara means?
Yellow dress.
Huh?
The yellow dress Lord is wearing. Pita,
Is it?
yellow. Ambra is decoration.
Oh, okay. Then forefather, what they call? There's another word.
Pitru.
No. Krishna got another name. Father of Brahma. What is it? Pita.
Prapitamaha.
What is it? What is it again?
Prapitamaha.
Prapitamaha. Oh, that's Pitamaha. All right. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Pitambara means the one who wears yellow dress, is it?
Yeah. Ambra is all It's all put together.
Sorry?
Ambara, with all the ornaments put together. Avarna. Avarna.
Abharana. Right. Wonderful, Prabhu. Wonderful. So now he says, my dear Pitambara, because of separation from your resident of Goloka, Goloka Vrindavan, are perspiring. Because of separation from you, all the residents in Goloka Vrindavan are perspiring. They are lamenting with different words, and their eyes have become moistened with tears. Actually, all of them are in great confusion. Right? All of them are in great confusion. All right. So now, example, like when Krishna, a friend, Gopal addressing Krishna is saying like that. All right. Because of a separation, all the residents in Goloka Vrindavan are perspiring. They are lamenting with different words. Their eyes have become moistened with tears. So these are the many symptoms that we are seeing. All right. Even that missing Krishna, remembering Krishna and missing Krishna is a kind of ecstatic. So what happened? First is they are perspiring, they are lamenting with different words, and their eyes have become moistened with tears. So all of them are in great confusion. The last is great confusion. So uddipta, eva suddipta, mahabhave, bhavantyami, sarva eva parankotim, satvika yatra bibrati. There is a supreme symptom of ecstatic love, which is called as mahabhava. So mahabhava. So what is that? Supreme symptom of ecstatic love. Are you all following me on this? Ecstatic love. Ecstatic love is called as bhava. So now the supreme ecstatic love we call as mahabhava. Okay. This mahabhava expression was possible only in Radharani. Only in Radharani. But later on, when Krishna Chaitanya appeared in order to feel the mode of love of Radharani, he also expressed all the symptoms of Mahabhava. Sri Rupa Goswami says in this connection that when the symptoms of ecstatic love become the most bright, the stages is called as Mahabhava. How many of you are with me now?
Yes, Prabhu. Understand.
Yes, Guru.
Okay, now what we understand from here? Idhula enna puriyudhu? First is ecstatic love means bhava. But when the thing added is supreme ecstatic love, it is called as Mahabhava. Okay? And this Mahabhava, who have it? Only Srimati Radharani has it. No one else. Bhava, of course, we can experience that. Mahabhava is only exclusive for Srimati Radharani. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to feel the mode of love of Radharani, he also expressed that symptom. Why? Because this Mahabhava, when we see from here, it is only available for Srimati Radharani. Krishna has it? Does Krishna has it? Come on. What do you think?
No, Prabhu, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, because only Srimati is exclusive for Srimati Radharani. But now, how did Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also can have that? It's exclusive for Radharani. But how did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu start having it? Start to express the symptoms of Mahabhava. How? Why? Yeah?
Because he has come with the intention to know, but Radharani is in him, Prabhu. It's both put together. Krishna.
Yeah. Correct. Wonderful. Because it's a combination of Radha and Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If Krishna himself came, you know, when Krishna wanted to go down and says, I've already spoken Bhagavad Gita, you know, I've already given, but I didn't give any further explanation. Therefore, I need to go down to re-establish. All right. Then after that, he said, but at the same time, I also want to feel why all of you love me so much. Why? Yeah? Why you like me so much? I also want to know. I want to know the secret. But then Radharani says, well, you go yourself, you can never know the secret. Because the secret is only belong to me. Even you can't experience that. Then I will come, I'll go along with you. I'll go along with you, merge in you, we go together. So Krishna, the darkish, blackish boy, came and took the form of Srimati Radharani combined. That is how he could express the level of Mahabhava. All right. So now what we understand, okay, that is the detail. Okay, now when you look at this, so all these kind of ecstatic, many symptoms. All right. The symptoms of ecstatic love became the most bright. All right. This is the most bright. So now we understand. Bright means bhava. Most bright is called as Mahabhava. Okay. You want to take a short break? You want a break or continue?
So, Prabhu, this brightest is bhava.
Yeah.
This definition of brightest is bhava.
Yes. Why we call it bhava? What is brightest means? Many ecstatic feeling come at the same time.
Together.
Trembling of the body, choking of the voice,
Okay.
drowsy, right?
Okay. So all these symptoms they call brightest. Bhava.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu.
But this one, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experience is fantastic. He went into Mahabhava. Example, I hope that one day we also can study Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Adi, Madhya, Antya, I think Antya Leela. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go in great ecstasy towards the end of his life until he will go to the sea and go there and he start to melt. He start to melt. Body start melting until the devotees couldn't catch hold of him. They don't know where is he. So they call a fisherman and they borrow the what they call vale, jala, and he throw the thing and pull him out from the sea because he start melting. It's called Mahabhava. All right. If we get a chance, we go back home, back to Godhead, to Goloka, Vrindavan, we can see the symptoms of Mahabhava in Srimati Radharani. All right. We can witness all these, and that all these things going to give us so much of pleasure. But we can never experience that because it's exclusive. All right. All right. So shall we take a short break, my dear Prabhus and mothers? All right. So Hare Krishna. Let's continue. Kimcha atatra satvika basa vilikyante chaturvidaha. Rupa Goswami further, Srila Rupa Goswami further analyze. All right. He further analyze what? Ecstatic loving expression. All right. The ecstatic loving expression in 4 divisions, which is called Satvika Basa. All right. So let's remember this because I was trying to remember this, but I always forget. I mean, I was listening to lecture, then I was thinking, what are they talking Satvika? You know, all these things. So now we try to remember this. So we remember Satvika Basa. That means ecstatic loving relationship. It is Chaturvida. Chaturvida means what? Chatur means 4. Vida means Vittai or Vidangal. 4 Vidangal. Okay, Vidaha. 4 Vidangal. All right. So analyze ecstatic loving expression. Ecstatic loving expression into 4 division is called Satvika Basa. So, because what we are saying, when you're going to study Srimad Bhagavatam, all these things are going to help you. Ratya Basa Bhavaste, Tu Sattva Basa Bhavastata, Nihats Ni Satvascha, Pratipascha, Yata Purvam Ami Varaha, Tatra Adya Mumukshu Pramukeshvadya, Mumukshu Pramukeshvadya, Ratyabhasak Puroditat. Sometimes impersonalists. Impersonal means who? Mayavadi. Who are not actually in devotional service may also exhibit such symptoms of ecstatic love. The impersonalist Mayavadi. You know, even though they are not serving Krishna directly, they are indirectly. That means they want to merge into the light. Sometimes they also may exhibit these kind of symptoms. But this is not accepted actually ecstasy. It is only a reflection. Why we can say a reflection? Okay, it's not accepted. Okay, because it's only a reflection. Right? Because what they are worshipping, they are also worshipping the reflection. Right? So all associate with the reflection. Because Krishna's reflection, the Brahma Jyoti is also perfect. All right, it's perfect. So there is also a kind of ecstatic feeling that this thing. Sometimes even like sometimes you can even see like the Muslims and the Christians, so they used to have that kind of ecstasy. If they don't have the ecstasy, of course, they cannot go into that religion very seriously. But all these consider only a reflection. Okay. Let's see. Someone left. Okay. All right. Okay, now. Yata Varanasi Nivasi Kaschit. Ayam Vyaharan Harishcharitam. Yati Goshtyam Utpulaka Sinchati Ganda Dvaim Ashrayi. For example, sometimes in Varanasi, okay, holy city for impersonalist scholar. All right. So Varanasi is the place where you see all the Mayavadis are there, impersonalists. There may be seen some sannyasi crying from hearing the glories of the Lord. Even this Mayavadi sannyasi. So when they start to hear some glories of the Lord, you can see them crying. Impersonalists also sometimes chant Hare Krishna mantra and dance. Impersonalists, they also sometimes chant Hare Krishna and dance. But their aim is not to serve the Lord, but is to become one with the Lord and merge into the existence. Therefore, Rupa Goswami therefore says that even if the reaction of chanting are manifest, even the reaction of the chanting are manifested in the impersonalist body, they should not be considered to be the symptom of actual attachment, but reflection only. How? Example, just like the sun reflected in a dark room through some polished glass. All right. Sometimes you see the sun comes, you put some glass, you just reflect. So that's not the actual sun. It's a reflection only. Are you all following me on this? So when we get a chance to go to Varanasi and all these kind of things, when we start to see this kind of sadhus start to show this kind of ecstatic feeling, we should not get carried away, because it's one of the first stern warning in the Vedas. Not ordinary warning, stern warning. How stern? Extreme warning. No matter what, should not even associate with Mayavadi at any cost. All right. In the early of Bhagavad, in the Nectar of Devotion, we also studied. I rather be caged. I rather be staying in a cage, iron cage, surrounded by forest fire, which can kill me. It's okay. But not a single moment a person should associate with Mayavadi, because Mayavadi is very dangerous. All right. The chanting of Hare Krishna, however, is so nice and transcendental that it will eventually melt down the heart of person who are impersonalists. We have seen so many impersonalists, when they start to chant, their heart will become melted. Rupa Goswami said that the impersonalist symptoms are simply reflection of that ecstatic love, not the real thing. Ata sattva basa bhavaha mat vishmayadir abhasa prodyan jatya shlate hirdi sattva basa iti prokta sattva basa bhavastata yata jaran mimang sakasyapi shrinvata krishna vibramam Hristayamana manaso babu vot pulakam vapuhu. Sometimes it is found that when staunch logician, all right, the staunch logician, whose logician? Everything should make sense. Without any trace of devotional service, without actual understanding of the transcendental glories of the Lord, sit down and hear the glories of the Lord, they appear to be melting and shedding tears. Even the logicians. Yatava Mukunda Charitamrta Prasara Varshinaste Maya Katam Katana Chaturi Madhurima Gurur Varnyatam Muhurtam Atat Artinopi Vishayinopi Yashya Nanan Nishamya Vijayam Prabhur Dadati Bashpa Dharam Ami. In this connection, there's also a statement in the devotee who addressed the Lord. He says, my dear Mukunda, I cannot properly express the glories of your pastime. Even when the non-devotee hear your glories, they become affected and shed tears and start to tremble. Such non-devotees are not actually melted, they are hard-hearted. But the influence of the glories of the Lord so great that even the non-devotees sometimes shed tears. Example, what is example? When a person, I have seen, when the Narsinga movie came out, Praglad, that animation. When I went to the theater, the movie was played in the theater, right? I hope that you all have watched that. And that place, there's some people who are non-devotees who are just thinking, hey, what is this? Some movie about God. In more Kadal Sami Kade. Let me go and have a look. So they came there with Coke and popcorn. They put a Coca-Cola and they put a popcorn and they're eating, yeah, what is this going to pop? But at certain situation, I start to see them shedding tears. When Narsinga Dev appeared, when he started to appear, everybody was like stunned. And they start to shed tears. All right. So this is kind of glories, the pastimes of Krishna. Sometimes can make people tremble and they become soft-hearted. Atani nishatvaha nisharga pichila swante tat abhyasa parepicha sta sattva basam vinapishu kvapi ashru pulakadayaha yata nishamayato hari charitam nishamayato hari charitam nahi sukha dukkadayosya hirdi bhavaha anabini veshach jata katam ashravat ashram ashrantam. Okay, not ash. Asravat asram ashrantam. Prakritya shitilam yesham mana pichilang evava teshveva satvikabasa praya sangsadi jayate. Sometimes it is found that non-devotee who have practically no taste for Krishna, who follows no rules and regulation, by practice make a show of devotional symptom, even crying in an assembly of devotee. So now it's said these shedding of tears are not actually the ecstatic loving expression. However, it's done simply by practice. Like some people, they can easily pretend to cry. So it's done simply. So all these are not expression. Must be careful. Ata pratipaha hitat anyasya krishnasya pratipa krut vayadibihi tatra kruda yata harivangse. Quoting from Harivangsa. Tasya prashpuritaushtasya raktadara tatasya cha vaktram kamsasya roshena rakta surya yate tada vayena yata Mlananaha Krishnam Aveksha Range Shishveda Mallastvi Tvadi Bala Sukshukti Mukti Shriyam Shushupuro Milantyam Atyadarat Padyam Iva Jahara Yatava Pravaschamani Purata Purani Nishanya Kangshashya Vyatirikkam Pariplavantakarana Samantat Parimla Mukha Tadashit Nastyartha Satvika Basa Katane Kopi Yadyapi Satvikanam Vivekaya Diktatapi Pradarshitaha. Although there is no need to describe this reflection of ecstatic, love, Rupa Goswami gives some instance where there is no actual devotional service and such expressions are manifested. Now the question is, hey, we have read so many slokas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it actually about? So this is the sloka, it's explaining all the different ecstatic feeling. Vayena, fear. Milan, okay, Krishnam, Aveksha Range, Shishveda, right? So like that, there are many kinds of symptoms. But now what Srila Prabhupada did, he simply summarized the entire 4 slokas. So what is the summary summarized? Although there is no need to describe this reflection of ecstatic love. So that means here they are describing many ecstatic love. Because Rupa Goswami gives some instance where there is no actual devotional service and such expressions are manifested. Okay, where there is no actual devotional service and such expressions are manifested. All right, it is a summary. Do you follow me? Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, can Prabhu expand more on this, because so many Sanskrit words and very short
Yes.
description.
Okay, I'll take from. Oh my God, something fell down. Oh Krishna. All right, so I'll quote from. I'll see from the book of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Verse. This is from the verse. 23063. 293. Okay, 2393. 2393. 2393. Okay. 2393. 93. Prakritya. Hitat Anyasya. Krishnasya. 92. Hitat Anyasya. Okay, now let's look at this one. Okay. So what it says here? Sattvika bas within the enemies of Krishna generated from anger, fear, called Pratipa Sattvika bas. All right. Okay. Now, so now, okay, you all are following me, yeah? Because you don't have it here. Only you must listen very attentively. Okay. So now, Pratipa. Is it worse? All right. So now, so when you look at this word, Ita Anyasya Krishna Pratipaha, the word Pratipaha, Krut Baya Dibihi. It means Krishna, okay, it means 92, all right? It means Sattvika bas. What is Sattvika bas? 4 different kind of ecstasy. Yes? What is Sattvika bas? We've studied just now.
The aesthetic loving expression.
Okay, in how many type?
Yeah, into 4 divisions.
4 divisions, all right? Okay, good. So now let's look at this Pratipa. So this translation says Sattvika bas, or the 4 division of ecstatic love within the enemies of Krishna. Okay, generated from anger. So when Krishna's enemy, how they show that symptom? By Pratipaha. Pratipaha means what? Anger. Okay, anger or fear. Are you following me on this? It's called Pratipa Sattvika bas. You got it? So the Sattvika bas by enemy of Krishna, they show by anger and fear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the Jiva Goswami commentary says Krishnasya hitat means person other than those who are favorable. It says a person other than those who are favorable to Krishna. That means those who are not favorable to Krishna. That means his enemy. Pratipa Sattvika bas appears in the person who are Krishna's enemy through anger and fear. So that means those people who don't like Krishna, enemy of Krishna, they show their bhav. They show their symptom by anger and fear. All right. The next one, Tatra Kruda Yata Hari Vangse. Tasya Prabhu. Okay, is this the one? Tatra Kruda Hari Vangse. Okay. Now, at this verse, okay, what it says here. In this verse, it's mentioned that from anger. So this Pratipa means what? Anger. So now, from anger, from Hari Vamsa, it's mentioned, with red flower, with red lower lip and trembling upper lip, Kamsa appeared like the sun, red with anger. That means, okay, now we are talking about who? Kamsa. Kamsa is Krishna's Thai Maman. So now let's see how he expressed his anger. So it's mentioned here with the red lower lips. His lower lip are red. All right. lower lip, kill lips, right? Upper lip, it is trembling. Other like you become angry, is trembling. Okay, Kamsa's face appeared like the sun. The Kamsa's face looked like a sun. Okay, sun red with anger. So now he's showing extreme anger when he sees Krishna. Okay, you're following me?
Yes, Prabhu. Sure.
All right. Okay. Now the next one, 2394. It's mentioned Bayena Yata. Blanana Krishnam Aveksharange. Okay, now what happened? Here it's mentioned from fear. Seeing Krishna, just now we see anger. Kamsa showed anger. Pratipa means what? Two. What is the two, Mataji? What is Pratipa means?
Fear and anger.
Okay. And what Kamsa showed here?
Fear. Sorry, anger.
Okay, this is anger, right?
Yeah.
So now this is fear. Why? The word's bayena. All right, bayam. In Tamil, we call bayam. Okay. So now what happened? Seeing Krishna in the arena of wrestler. Okay, Krishna went and do wrestling. WWF. No, this is different. All right, because he was wrestling with this thing. So seeing Krishna in the arena, the wrestlers' face turned pale. All those people want to fight with Krishna. They were so scared, the face turned pale. What they call pale in Tamil?
பிரபு வெலரி போச்சுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. வெலரி
பயம் வந்து அப்படியே மூஞ்சி அப்படியே
புச்சாட்டா பேல் ஆயிருது. வெலரி
yes, Valerie. Okay, in Malay we call puchat. The face become puchat. So when the wrestlers saw Krishna in the arena, his face turned pale and drops of perspiration appeared in their forehead. That means the forehead starts sweating. It seemed that his forehead like a conch. It seemed that his forehead like a conch shell was offering argya with a great reference. Sometimes we take the conch, Sangha, we offer water, right? Argya. Looks like their forehead look like a conch and the water is pouring out. And to the goddess of liberation who had just arrived in front of him. That means, what it says? Reference to the goddess of liberation. Okay, that means, Roshena Rakta Suryati Tada. All right, no, sorry, here. Malanam Krishnam Aveksha Range, Nishishveda Malastvadi, Bala Shukti, Mukti Shriyam. All right, so it looks like goddess of fortune are standing in front of them. All right, and they just offering, they take the water. Okay, the analogy is like this. The forehead look like a sang, conch. The perspiration, the sweat looks like the water. So sometimes you take the water, you offer argya, offer to Krishna. So now it looks like the forehead look like a conch and the water they're taking and offering to the who? Goddess of liberation. So what we can understand from here? Mukti Shriyam. So what we can understand from here? Can anyone tell me? நான் சொன்னது புரிஞ்சா? You all follow me?
The wrestlers are hoping that they get liberation.
No. Okay. What is another idea? What do you understand from this?
அந்த கடைசியா சொன்னது கொஞ்சம் ரிப்பீட் பண்ணுங்க பிரபு.
Okay, like this. Krishna in the arena of wrestler. Again, Krishna entered the wrestling match. The person that he's going to fight, all their face turned pale. Puchat. They were so scared. They became so pale until pale means what color? What is the color of the pale? Green, white. Yes or not? When our face turn pale, we turn white. Okay. When the white face, then there's a water start dropping. That means the perspiration. பயத்துல பதற்றத்துல வேர்க்க ஆரம்பிக்குது. So பார்க்கிறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு? அந்த நெத்தி சங்கு போல, அந்த வேர்வை வந்து தீர்த்தம் போல. You are following me?
Argya offering மாதிரி பிரபு.
Argya, yes. Everyone follow me? Nanda Mataji, everyone? Put a thumbs up. Very important. Because it's a very nice analogy. Sadguna Mataji?
Yeah,
okay, I hope you all
can understand.
Huh?
Following.
What is it?
No, I'm listening.
No, do you understand?
Please repeat, Prabhu. Sometimes.
See, when I ask you, you're telling me, please repeat. All right. Again, Krishna saw the wrestler. Okay, now two party are coming to fight. Seriya? So when two party came to fight, when that opposite party saw Krishna, his face became pale, puchat. Okay, Mataji, Sarguna Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu,
Are you-
understand. Yes.
All right. அப்ப மூஞ்சி வெளுத்து போச்சு. In Tamil வெளுத்து போச்சு.
Yeah.
வெளுத்து போனா என்ன கலரு?
White.
ஒயிட். அப்ப அந்த வெளுத்து போனா என்ன ஆச்சு? முகம் ஒயிட் ஆச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகுது? நெத்தியில இருந்து வேர்வை கொட்டுது பயத்துல.
Yeah, perspire.
ஓகே, அந்த வேர்வை கொட்டுறது எப்படி இருக்கு? இந்த இந்த நெத்தி வந்து சங்கு மாதிரி, அந்த வேர்வை கொட்டுறது வந்து சங்கு எடுத்து தீர்த்தம் ஆஃப் பண்ணுவாங்க தெரியுமா? தீர்த்தம் ஆஃப் பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கு. இது புரிஞ்சுச்சா?
Okay.
ஆனா யாருக்கு ஆஃப் பண்றாங்க? முக்தி தேவிக்கு.
Mukti Devi.
Welcoming the Moksha Mukti Devi Prabhu. They're going back means.
அது
அப்பனா அவங்க போக போறாங்கன்னு அர்த்தம் பிரபு.
போறாங்கன்னு அர்த்தம். அதுதான் முக்தி தேவி முன்னுக்கு சாவு நிக்குது. ஆனா யாரு கையில சாவுறாங்க? கிருஷ்ணர் கையில சாவுறாங்க. அப்பனா என்ன? மோட்சம் உண்டு. அதான் அந்த முக்தி. அப்ப பாக்குறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, அந்த நேரத்துல கிருஷ்ணரை பார்த்தோன்னே அந்த பயத்துல வெளுத்து போச்சு. they became pale. அந்த பேல் ஆகி வேர்வை கொட்டுறது பாக்குறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு? அந்த சங்கு எடுத்து அந்த ஆர்கி அந்த தண்ணி எடுத்து நேரா முக்தி தேவிக்கு கொடுக்குற மாதிரி. அப்பனா என்ன? சாவு முன்னுக்கு நிக்குது. You all understand?
Yes, yes. Clear, very clear.
Okay. So it looks Argya with great reference to the goddess of liberation, Mukti Devi, and who had just arrived in front of him. முன்னுக்கு சாவு நிக்குது, டேய் வந்துட்டேன் அந்த மாதிரி. So Jiva Goswami comment என்னது? The hint of these verse that the wrestler being afraid surrendered to Krishna because they know they're going to die. I rather surrender to Krishna instead of Mlanana Krishnam. Sometimes Mlanasya Govindam is sometimes found in the text. The alternative is rejected. Chariya? So that means offering Argya. All right. Now let's look at the next one. 2395. So 2395, what he says? Pravachyamane Purata Purane. Nishanya Kamshayasya. Okay, now he says another example of fear. Okay, this is fear. Okay, fear. So now we're going to see another example of fear. Right? Here is what? Anger. All right. So we look at another example of fear. This example fear is now what happened? Hearing of Kamsa's extreme fear. Hearing of Kamsa. Extreme fear during the recital of the Puranas. One person identifying with Kamsa's fear began to tremble within and his face darkened. So what happened? Okay, what is mentioned here is like this. Okay. They says, another example of fear, hearing the Kamsa's extreme fear. So that means recital of Purana. People are reciting Puranam, the Vedas. Kamsa became very fearful. Very fearful. All right. One person, what happened? While listening to the Puranam, the Vedas, that means reciting on Kamsa's fear. When he hears, he became to tremble within and his face darkened. அப்படி என்ன அர்த்தம்? அதாவது இந்த வேத சொற்பொழிவு நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. அந்த வேத சொற்பொழிவுல கம்சனோட பயத்தை பத்தி சொல்றாங்க. கம்சன் பார்த்தான், உடம்பு நடுங்குது, கண்ணு திறக்குது, அப்படியே விடவிடன்னு ஆடுறான், பயத்துல அப்படியே பதறான். அந்த கதையை சொல்லிக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அந்த கதையை கேட்கும் போது கேட்கிறவனுக்கு என்ன ஆச்சு? அந்த சபையில கேட்கிறவனுக்கு அந்த கதையை கேட்டோன்னே அவனுக்கும் வயிற்றுல பதற்றம், உடம்புல பதற்றம், அப்படியே உடம்புல நடுங்க ஆரம்பி அவன் முகமும் கருக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. ஓகே, begin to tremble within and his face darkened. கதையை கேட்டு. Example, like sometimes Kulashekara Alvar, what happened? He's a king. When he heard that Sita Devi was kidnapped, he became so angry and told all the soldiers, get ready, we're going to save Sita. All right, by listening to the story. But wait, this I'm talking about old story, because they get carried away. Similarly, when someone simply hear the fear of Krishna, I mean Kamsa, the fear of Kamsa, after hearing the fear, he became fearful and his first face turned black. Just by hearing. There's a second form of fear. But Then third one, he says, although there is no necessity, that means it's not important. Okay, now the last paragraph says is what? So the last paragraph says that, so there is no need to describe. This is not important to describe the reflection of this ecstatic love. All right? Or this is Sattvika bhas. All right? Now, a sketch has been given. A sketch has been given in order to become familiar with all aspects of Sattvika bhas. So means, so we do not no need to know all this. But there is a okay, there's a sketch. That means the rough explanation is given so that you can understand what is Sattvika bhas is all about. That means there's no further description on Sattvika bhas. Are you following me on this? All right? Because he says there is no necessity of describing Sattvika bhas. A sketch has been given. So now it's only a summary has been given, rough idea, in order to become familiar. So you become familiar with all aspects of Sattvika bhas. That means all the aspects of Sattvika bhas. All right? Why? Because after this, you're going to continue and go to study the Sattvika bhas. Even when you go into the Srimad Bhagavatam, you go into that detail. All right? At last, iti Sri Bhakti Rashamrita Sindho Dakshina Vibhage Bhakti Samanya Niruppane Sattvika Lahari Tritiya. Thus end the third wave concerning Sattvika Bhava in the southern section of Bhakti Rasa Mrita Sindhu. So now, tomorrow, we're going to go into the fourth wave. All right? The fourth division. Hey, what's happening? Okay. The fourth division. All right? Here we're going to talk about Vyabhichari Bhava. Another important is Vyabhichari Bhava. Vyabhichari. Sometimes in a vera mari viduvom. I'm trying but to control. Ana must pronounce it properly. Vyabhichari Bhava. All right? Chanatire kadal Vibhachari. No, abistu. Vyabhichari. Vyabhichari Bhava. All right? So that is in the southern section of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. All right, it is so what we're going to study in Vyabhichari Bhava. So first we're going to study on the definition. All right, then enumeration of 33 Vyabhichari Bhava. There's a 33 types of Bhava. Example, then causes and effect. What is the cause and what is the effect of Vyabhichari Bhava? And types of Vyabhichari. Okay, one is Parantatra, Swatantra, and like that. Okay, this is very important. Vyabhichari is very important because here we also going to talk about Sakshat related to Rati. So we're going to go into Rati. All right, Rati is very, very important because Rati is the internal emotion. Okay, Rati Shunya, impure devotees with Chaya Rati. Then there's a lot of things. It's going to be a very interesting topic. We're going to discuss tomorrow. Okay, Garishta, Gambira, Mahishta, Karkasha, Lagishta, Uttana, Shodista, Komala, Sandhi, Shabalya, Shanta. All right. So we are starting our new section tomorrow. That is chapter 29. So here Prabhupada put the title Expression of Love for Krishna, page 233. All right. So with that, we end the session for today. So is there any questions, any comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
From that shining and brightest and Mahobhava and all that, examples of Narada Muni and when he sees Lord Krishna, I'm just thinking that when we see him, like when we ourselves see him, I don't think we think we want to ask so many things, but it'll be like this. We go stunned. Usually nothing comes out from your mind or no words. You just stand there looking at him. I excited. Experienced that. But I just want to ask Prabhu, if your soul is already, as you said, we are going there. Our souls are already towards there. But how will our soul will we have that same feeling?
Soul is you. You are the soul. First, we must remember that, Mataji, you are the soul.
So the soul will have all this.
No, don't say, I will have.
Oh, okay.
Because you are
Okay.
the soul.
So that soul is me.
Right.
For me.
I am the soul. You are the soul.
So will the soul have all these bhavas?
Will my soul have all these
Will
bhava?
my soul have all these bhavas?
First, you must remember that very firmly that I am the soul. Right? So you asked a very good question, Mataji. So Krishna and we, what is the difference? We are same in quality, but in quantity we are so insignificant. Okay, Krishna is known as Satchidananda Vigraha, Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Sat is eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, Vigraha, Ananda Vigraha, beautiful form. Similarly, we also have that same quality. So once, do you know that you know everything? You know the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, you know entire Chaitanya Charitamrita, you know entire Bhakti Rasamrita, everything you know. Do you know that?
No, I don't know. I didn't know that.
Now get to know this. You know everything. But because of your conditioning, you have forgotten. Because of conditioning, I am Gandhi, I am Indian, I am Malaysian. Like this, we have gone through so much of conditioning for millions of births. We have basically forgotten our real identity. Okay. So why we are studying this? To revive back. But Prabhupada always use the word revive. Yes or not?
Okay.
Revive our original constitutional position. Remember that?
Okay.
So our revive our constitution position means your constitution position is there eternally in Goloka. So now here we are here discussing how to revive it, to bring back the memory.
Okay.
So you also have the entire qualities like bhava, sattvika bhav. Like tomorrow we're going to talk about vyabhichari bhav, vyabhichari bhav. All right, in vyabhichari bhav there's so much of interesting like rati, lot of other bhavs. All right, bhava. All right, so we're going to talk about the 4 bhava, right? So the most important is vyabhichari. All right, sattvika bhav. Okay, sattvika bhav with 4 division. Now we're going to start from vyabhichari, and like that we're going to go on. All the things you have it with you. So once you go back home, back to Godhead, we are not sure what is your original form. All of us got our original form. What do you call that? Swarupa Siddhi. That means you have your original form. Who knows you are a Gopal or you are a Gopi, or maybe you are a deer, or maybe you are a cow, or maybe you are a tree. We don't know. So once you get that, you go there, you will start to have all these symptoms because the symptom is nature.
That's nice.
So we have to revive it back because our conditioning, our brain is so polluted. You know, our mind is extremely polluted. And Krishna also says, right, this material world is very hard to overcome. This material Prakriti is so strong, so powerful. It's not easy. Sometimes we are in hallucination thinking, oh, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I become a devotee, I'm enlightened. No, it's not that. Maybe for a beginning, in the way of preaching to tell, yes, you chant Hare Krishna once, you're liberated. Fair enough, you're liberated. But now the question is, what kind of liberation you are going through? You need to chant only Hare Krishna once. You are liberated. So what kind of liberation you're going to go through? That means your seed of bhakti is already sprout. Right? Say like, for instance, the Muslims, right? They slaughter cows, they kill cows, they eat beef every day. Not a day they don't eat beef. But they're always chanting Hari, Krishna, Hari, Rama, and all these kind of things. So indirectly. So even indirectly, they're chanting. What happened to them? They are
liberated.
They are on the path of liberation. So what happened? So that means they'll after they leave the body, they'll go to some kind of hellish condition. They come back. Where they stopped, they're going to continue. Even they go to abominable life. Say maybe they born into animal kingdom and everything. But once they come back, they're going to continue. So the seed has been planted. So like that, after few births, eventually they come to the level of accepting bhakti. They start to chant Hare Krishna. After many births, eventually they're also going to be a pure devotee, because the qualification of going back home, back to Godhead is when you become a pure devotee. Right? if we are on our way back home, back to God, it means we are all guaranteed we'll become a pure devotee. You know, we are all guaranteed that we'll become a pure devotee. Then we are going back home, back to God. If not, we don't have the enthusiasm to sit and discuss this in the morning. So many people got a lot of excuses. Sometimes they're working, fair enough, working. But those who are not working, I'd rather watch the video later. That's not the way. But what I'm saying is, this is to get that feeling. All right. So eventually we become a pure devotee. So once you become a pure devotee, all the symptoms will manifest. All the symptoms will manifest. When the symptom manifest, that's when you start to express this kind of different kinds of ecstasy. All right. So once you go back home, it will spontaneous. You do not need to pretend. No, it becomes spontaneous feeling. And you know what is the best part? Every day you see Krishna, he gets stunned. You know?
True, very true.
Imagine you become a Krishna's neighbor. Right? You become Krishna's neighbor. You see Krishna, he gets stunned, you go back home, bathe and everything. Next you see Krishna is stunned again. It's as though that he got electricity, always come and electric shock you. It's eternally like that. There's a kind of ecstatic feeling. You will have it. All right?
Thank you, Prabhu. Hoping
That's why
to work on it more.
Exactly, Mataji. You really want to do that?
Yes.
You really want to achieve that success?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, let's follow what our Acharya says. Because they have seen the truth, right? Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna says? Go to my devotees, surrender to him, take shelter. They can guide you because they have seen the truth. Okay, now, what is that truth? First step, because of a severe conditioning, we have to get rid. That means if you see a place which is extremely dirty, you cannot wash with your brush or soap. You need to bring a powerful pressure gun and shoot. A very powerful, high-powered pressure gun. Sometimes when you shoot, it can even go through the body. You have to bring such a heavy power pressure. You have to shoot to clear all the dirt because the dirt has turned into hard. It turned into a hard carbon. It can very hard to clean, right? So what we should do? We should chant our Hare Krishna mantra very attentively. So begin with 16. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada says, if you don't chant 64, you're fallen. But our Prabhupada, so merciful, he said, keep 16 and follow the 4 regular principles, engage in devotional service. If you are fully engaged in devotional service, okay. But if you are not engaging in devotional service, 16 is insufficient. Try to go more. All right. And of course, it is by good fortune. I was just thinking about it this morning. And now you're asking this question. Looks like we can complete our nectar of devotion most probably by end of this month or by mid of December. So from mid of December until our Bhagavatam class starts on March, what shall we do? Shall we take a 2.5 month break? January, February? Huh?
Don't take so long, Prabhu.
2.5 months. Okay, how about others? Do you think we should take a break 2.5 months? 2.5 months. My God. January got 31 days. February got 28 days.
Stop பண்ணா இதாயிரும் பிரபு. Slow திருப்பி engine start பண்ண கஷ்டம்.
Okay. What Nanda Devi, you want to say something, Mataji? Nanda Devi Mataji?
We'll continue this class, Prabhu.
Continue which class?
Yeah. We can study something else.
Like? Example?
Mm,
We have to study something which is very small that we can finish in 2 months.
yes, like Mataji said just now, Isopanishad also can.
Ishopanishad, very long.
Very long,
Ishopanishad got very heavy meaning. Where's my Ishopanishad?
Okay.
Ishopanishad got a very deep meaning. Can be done 2 months, 2.5 months, yeah, possible. Take a break lah. I also want to do something in the morning. What do you think?
Because It's nice to be connected every day in the mornings.
Saras Mataji, you saying something?
Yeah, we don't stop, we continue.
Yeah. Therefore, I was thinking, after we finish our Nectar of Devotion, which is another few more chapters, I think we should be done. I was thinking of doing Sikshastaka.
Yes,
Studies
that'll be good.
of Sikshastaka. All right, because we all wanted to aspire to become a pure devotee of Krishna. So we all go through Sikshastaka studies, detailed studies on Cheto, Darpana, Marjanam, all that Sikshastaka 8 instruction in absolute detail. All right, absolute detail. Okay, let me just off the record. All right, so anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to see what we can do for 2 months. Because I don't want to start immediately for Srimad Bhagavatam, because Srimad Bhagavatam is going to be a fantastic marathon for two plus years. All right, number four style of maybe going to take maybe 2-3 years. But every word that we're going to study, Prabhupada's verse, we're going to do it in absolute detail. All right. So talking about Shikshastaka or Bhajana Rahasya, of course, Bhajana Rahasya, I don't have that ISKCON copy yet. Then, or Brahma Sanghita, of course, is very high standard. It is sometimes not recommended to go into that detail. What else we have? Yeah, so I got huge collection. So anyway, let's discuss. All right. Okay, it's already 11:10. Okay, thank you so much for wonderful time. We meet again tomorrow to continue our Vyabhichari Bhava. Vyabhichari Bhava. So going to be very interesting topic. Please don't miss the class. Till then, have a beautiful day. Pancha Kalpatarubhescha, Kripa Sindhu Bevacha, Paditanam Pavinibhi Vaishnavyo Namo. Hare Krishna. Have a nice day.